Okay, so now we've done the setup for the second client for the second part of your practical aesthetic state board exam. So once we get to this part, everything's set up, then your proctor is going to say that you are now going to demonstrate the hair removal part. When you demonstrate the hair removal part at state board, it is an untimed section, meaning that she's going to walk up on you one-on-one and have you demonstrate the hair removal, which is going to be tweezing and soft wax. So once she walks up on you and she says, please demonstrate hair removal of the eyebrow using tweezing and simulated soft wax. And then she's going to look at you and you're going to go ahead and do it. You're going to put on your gloves one time, and as soon as you're done with the tweezing, you're going to go right into the soft wax. So she's walking up on me right now and she's going to say, please demonstrate hair removal of the brow with tweezing and simulated soft wax. I'm going to go ahead, sanitize my hands, go up under my little trusty pea pocket here. I'm going to open up my bag that's labeled tweezing. I'm going to pull out my supplies. And one thing that I do see that is missing in my bag is a pair of tweezers, so we're just going to mock it, okay? So I have my gloves. I'm going to go ahead and put my gloves on. And then I'm going to sanitize over my gloves. All right. The first step, my bag's kind of went everywhere there. My first step is going to be the antiseptic. You're going to pull out the antiseptic, the bag in the trash, and pull out your cotton rounds. All right, there's 2 cotton rounds in the bag. However, you only need one of them. So if you were to drop one on the floor or something, then you would have 2. But what I usually do is just go ahead and take both of them, put one of them on top of the other. You'll have 3 drops of water in your antiseptic. Go ahead and pour it on. Now, once you've poured it on, go ahead and put the lid back on it. Put it in your items to be disinfected. And then you're going to come to your mannequin. All right, pick a brow, because she doesn't tell you which brow. And go ahead and use the antiseptic on that one brow. Throw that into the trash. I like to sanitize my hands a lot. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and open my bag that says tweezers. I told you there's no tweezers in here. And I'm going to go ahead and pull out my tweezers. And then I'm going to hold that brow with 2 fingers to hold that skin taut. And now I'm left-handed. So for me to pick the brow that I picked, I would have to come this way. Okay? And I'm going to take the tweezers open, slide up under a hair parallel to the skin, and just pull straight out. Do about 3 times. Straight out. There's none of this, none of that. It's literally here, pull out. Here, pull out. All right? Once you've done that, your tweezers would go into items to be disinfected. You would then sanitize your hands, come back, get your antiseptic again, pull it out, and then get your cotton rounds. All right, same thing. We're going to antiseptic after. This would go into your items to be disinfected, and then you'd wipe over that brow. Put this into the trash. Now, you already have gloves on your hand, all right? But you're going to go directly into the soft wax. Pull the items out. Lay those here. This would go into the trash. Sanitize your hands. There is a pair of gloves in here just in case you rip the ones you have, but please don't change your gloves because your hands are sweating inside your gloves and it'll cause delay, all right? So your first step, again, is going to be the same as it was for the tweezing. It's going to be the antiseptic. And I'm sorry there's no lid on this. My apologies, you guys. I was not able to pack this bag, but I know there was a couple things missing. The person who was so kind to pack it for me did let me know. I just never had a chance to come back and, but we're going to pretend like there's a lid on here. Take the lid off, and then you're going to go ahead and pour those 3 drops of water on there. Put the lid back on, items to be disinfected. And then you're going to, oh, sorry, wrong brow, over here. Opposite brow, okay? Now, with soft wax, in the clinic setting, we always used powder as a drying agent. So you can't put antiseptic on a brow and then come right behind it and wax because it would be damp. So now you would have a tissue in a bag, and you're going to take that tissue and you're going to, I don't know why I'm drawn to that brow, but you're just going to do a dabbing motion, all right? And just simulate like we're getting that moisture off. And then once we do that, we're going to now open up our soft wax, which is going to be a ramekin that says soft wax, and a bag that says soft wax. And then you also are going to have your sticks and your strips in there as well. Bag, as always, goes into the trash. All right. Now, I'm going to open my wax, lay the lid to the side. I'm going to take a little bit out, put it on the inside of my wrist. Stick goes into the trash. I'm going to take a strip. Okay. Now, it's not really wax, you guys. It's going to be lotion. So the cool thing about that is if you leave anything on your arm, it's okay. It's not going to be sticky or anything. You do want to sanitize your hands in between because you just waxed yourself. So now you want to take a second bit of wax, and then you're going to come over here and just go right up under the brow. Okay? Once you've done that, you're going to take your strip and you're going to lay it down. Now, there's nothing there. I'm simulating this, you guys, all right? A little hard to demo without anything there, but we're just going to go ahead, rub it a couple times. You're going to have a lotion there, which will allow that to stick by itself. So you're going to do one of these. And then you're going to put your hand, or your finger, I'm sorry, right here, like you're holding the skin tight, and then you're going to pull. All right? This is what they don't want to see. Psh, or psh. It needs to be one of these where it's literally a parallel motion. And then once you've done that, this goes into the trash. Sanitize your hands, and then you're going to go right back. Get some more antiseptic. And then from here, you can go ahead and put your wax in your items to be disinfected bag as well. And so now you have your antiseptic. Pour some more on there. And then you're going to go over that. That goes in the trash. And then last but not least, you have your post-epilation. This would be like your aloe vera or your essential oil, Vaseline oil, something like that. That's what this is simulating. All right, still 3 drops. Pour it on. Your gloves, your hands are gloved this whole time. And then you have gloves left over. Throw that in the trash. Cover that up. Sanitize your hands and step back. And then once you've done that and she's gone around and had everybody else do it, think about it. It took me a couple minutes to do that. So this is a great time to go to the bathroom, because if by chance in the midst of this test you do have to go to the bathroom, you have to understand that if you leave the test will go on and you'll just miss all the points of everything that's done while you're gone. So your goal is to try not to drink any coffee or water or anything prior to the test. But if you are a person that needs to go to the bathroom often, then once you get to this step and once she's gotten to you, then as soon as she goes to another person, it's going to take 3 to 5 minutes for each person to do it. And that gives you a good opportunity to go to the bathroom. You raise your hand, let her know you need to go, and then go ahead and go to the bathroom. All right. So the next step after the hair removal would be the mask. Okay. So with the mask step, once she reads all of the information for the mask step, and she says, you may now begin, you're going to step up. You're going to sanitize your hands, open up your pita pocket, open up your mask bag. Okay. Bag always goes in the trash. Don't ever lay it down. All right. All right. So for your mask, the first thing you're going to do is put on your gloves. All right. Sanitize over your gloves. And then from there, you're going to get your actual mask. Now, this is the one time in the midst of the test that you absolutely have no choice but to put this on the back of your hand. And when you put it on the back of your hand, you want to make sure you kind of pat it so that gravity doesn't grab it and plop it off. So kind of disperse the mask on the back of your hand. Put the lid on the mask. This goes into the items to be disinfected. This goes into the trash. And then you're going to open up your mask brush. Now, guys, while you're on the clinic floor, do this stuff for real. Get the product and actually do it on the mannequin. So then, because I'm simulating everything right now, you want to practice doing it for real, okay? So from here, you're going to use this hand. Now, dominant hand, non-dominant hand. I'm left-handed. So if it's the other way for you, that's fine. Mask is here. I'm going to brace her face here. I'm going to get some mask on my brush. I'm going to start about here and then just make a nice line from the mouth, and then literally right over the top of the mouth, lay that brush and come right back. I don't actually get over the top of the mouth. As far as it goes is right there. See where it's laying? All right. And then once I've done from here, I'm going to connect it here. Okay, cover the top of the nose. It's not the most beautiful thing you're going to see, but here's what they're looking for. They're looking for that you avoid the mouth, the nostrils, and the eyes and the eyebrows. So as long as you've done that, you're good. This would go in your items to be disinfected. You're going to take off this glove. Be careful if there's any extra mask on the glove and you pull it off, you don't want to go flinging it at the person next to you. So be careful taking that glove off. Put that into the trash. Sanitize your hands, and then we're going to go for the steam towel. If you remember from the first part with the steam towel, you have to be very careful that you do not forget to wring the towel. So you want to do one of these, make sure it's rolled up, and then you're going to go over the trash and do a fake wring. And just pretend like you're wringing, okay? Just pretend like you're wringing, and then you're going to open it up, and then you want to test it on your arms. They're looking for you to do that. You will get marked off if you don't, all right? And then from there, you're going to wet this towel the night before. When you guys are going to the state board, you're going to have it where you're going to wet everything in your test that needs to be dampened the night before. It's also in your packing list on the very last page. It's going to tell you the things that you need to do the night before. All right, so from here, we're going to go ahead and steam. Go ahead and steam her face the way your instructor taught you how to do it. Okay, this is how I do it. More than one way to skin a cat. All right, and then from here, go ahead and start to remove as much of the mask as you can, okay? And then just make sure you're not dragging the towel on her face. All right, and then this goes in your soiled linens. All right, sanitize your hands, and then come here and you have pre-moistened 4x4s, all right? From here, whatever extra mask residue we have on our face, we're going to get it off. All right? All right. Thought I was missing something. And then from here, we're going to tone her. Okay? All these little ramekins, toners, astringents, antiseptics, all of those are going to have water in them. And then from here, just tone her face. And then once you've done that, last but not least, you're going to have one that says moisturizer. Moisturizer. There should be a lid on it. All right, you're going to take the lid off, get you some moisturizer, put the lid back on. Items to be disinfected. This goes into the trash. Barehanded. I threw away my gloves after I did the mask, okay? And then I'm just going to go ahead and moisturize her face. Okay? Once I've done that, the cool thing is it is moisturizer, so it's okay for it to be on your hands. Go ahead, close that up, and then step back. And then the next step after that is going to be makeup. Excuse me. Once she comes and tells you, you may now begin after she reads all of the steps for makeup. Then you're going to step forward. You're going to sanitize your hands. You're going to get rid of this top towel. And then you're going to open this up. I stuck my hand all the way down in the trash because it was hanging out. Just as long as I sanitize my hands after, we're fine. All right. And then what I'm going to do, take Ethel here. I'm going to flip her around. All right, you might need to come around this way so you can see from this side. And then we're going to prop her up. So I took 2 towels and I propped her up. And then my third towel, I'm going to fold it like so. All right. And then I'm going to tuck it up under her like a cape. All right. Just like so. Okay. And then once I've done that, I'm going to take out my palette. My makeup, because all my makeup is going to be in here. And this is going to be labeled. This one's not labeled. But it's going to say foundation, powder, blush, eyeshadow, and lip color. Okay? All of that's on your packing list as to how to pack it. And so what you would do from here, you could take out your makeup disposables. You can lay this on your work area. This in the trash. And then you're going to start from the top. Now there's extra ones on here, so really what you would do is throw these away. All right, because you only just need the ones that actually have product in them. All right. So what you would do is take the lid off the top one, lay it down, 1 scoop. All right, in the trash. Put the lid back on. See how that works? Take out your powder. And then open the next one. You got your blush. You got to use the large spatulas. If you use little spatulas, you're not going to get enough product. And then the next one. Take out your eyeshadow. And then last but not least, open the last one and scrape out your lip color. That goes in the trash. And then once you've taken all the makeup out of this, this goes in items to be disinfected. All right. So from here, sanitize your hands. And then what you're going to do is start with your foundation. Brace your client. Do 5 dots. And then start to blend. Whoop, sorry. It's hard to do when it's actually dry. All right, once that's blended, that goes in the trash. And then I'm gonna, now I know we don't usually use this to put powder on, but we're doing it for this test, okay? And then go ahead and blend your powder. All right, once you blend your powder, then you're gonna go to your blush. All right, once you've done your blush, then the next thing you're going to do is groom her fake brows. So brace your finger and then just do one of these. And then over here. And no, she hasn't been to prison and those aren't teardrops. I don't know what really happened there, but all right. And then from there, we're going to do our eyeshadow. Brace your finger. All right, now when I get eyeshadow, I put it on both sides so I can just come over here, flip it over, do the same thing. There's no rule that says you can't do that. All right, that goes into the trash. And then from there, you're going to do your eyeliner. Okay, right over the top, just draw one line. They're looking for your hand to be braced. This goes into items to be disinfected. It doesn't fit on there well. And then from there, you're gonna do the mascara. Now, I ask that you guys cut this wand off because it helps you remember not to use it. So just take a pair of pliers, something, cut the wand off. So when you take it off, it's just a lid. Hold it between your fingers like so. Take a mascara spoolie, stick it in. Don't pump. You stick it in and you twirl. Pull it back out. Put this lid back on. Put this in the items to be disinfected. And then you're going to put mascara on her fake lashes. Now, can you put lashes on your mannequin to take them to State Board? Yes. Can you paint brows on your mannequin? Yes. However, comma, what I have seen in the past when we paint the brows on it, they smear with us cleansing and the oils and everything we're using on her face, and the lashes come off. So my thing is always do this as easy as you possibly can. Don't do anything extra, all right? Because this is a test. If you do something extra and your extra starts to fail on you, you're still being graded. So just do the simple, you know, nothing extra. So from here, all right, now I've put her mascara on her. This goes into the trash. And then now the next thing is going to be her lip color. See how I'm bracing my finger? And no, I do not have gloves on for this step. I sanitize my hands. All right. And then once I've done the lip color, then I'm going to line it. Did I do that backwards? I did it backwards, didn't I? All right. Can we pause it? All right. My apologies, you guys. You're supposed to put the liner on first and then you put the lip color. That's my apologies. I'm doing this by memory and I tend to feel like I know what I'm doing, but every once in a while I do have to go check myself. So you're supposed to put the liner on first, all right? So line her lips, and then once you're done lining her lips, all right, that went into items to be disinfected. Then you're gonna get your lip color and fill her in. Right, and then this goes into the trash. And then once you've gotten to this part here, anything that's left over, dispose of. This is gonna go in your items to be disinfected. All of that should be clean. She should have makeup on, and it's just like so. You step back. And then once you've stepped back, she's now going to read to you the blood exposure scenario. And in that scenario, you are going to pretend like your client got injured in the middle of your service. So your area has not become contaminated, but you still have to resolve the injury. So once she reads the scenario to you, then she's going to say, you may now begin. Once she says that, you're going to sanitize your hands, and then you're going to reach into your black bag, into the side pocket, and grab a pair of gloves. Go ahead and put those gloves on. All right. And then go ahead and put the trash in the trash. Sanitize your hands, and then you're going to grab your first aid kit. Open your first aid kit. Now, I have told everybody to put a plain sandwich or snack bag inside the first aid kit. Set that right there. You're going to take out a Band-Aid, and you're going to take out an antiseptic wipe. All right? So you can go ahead and put that back, and then sanitize your hands. And then what you're going to do is open this up. All right, this trash can go into the trash. And what you're gonna do, now don't cleanse her whole face with this wipe. Just wipe the area that we're deeming to be her injury. So just in a little circle right there at the top. Put this in this bag right there. Sanitize your hands, and then open the Band-Aid. All right, the trash from Band-Aid can go into the trash. Why am I struggling? Oh, because it didn't have the other piece on it. Okay. Put that on. Because I touched her face with it, I'm going to stick that in there. And then I'm going to take off my gloves, put that in this bag as well. And then I'm going to seal this bag up. My gloves are in here. The trash from the Band-Aid and the wipe is in here. This would then go into the trash, but check it out. Once I put it in the trash, I'm now going to drawstring the trash. And that's me showing them double bagging. All right. Once I've done that, then I will sanitize my hands and step back. All right. And that's it. We're at the end. They will then go ahead and read to you that this concludes your test. And from there, the easiest way to walk out is to grab these items here along with Ethel. Throw all of this into your black bag. Everything that's sitting up here, throw it into your black bag. And then everything else, go ahead and pull out the actual drawstring bags, fold these up and put them into your black bag, and walk out like Santa Claus with 3 bags over your shoulder and the black bag in the other hand, because you're not allowed to throw anything away at State Board at all in the bathroom or any of their trash cans, okay? And that is it. Thank you.